NIO, with its premium brand, is looking to compete and take market share away from BMW, Mercedes, and Audi. And on screen, we've got the BEV models. This is the retail volume rankings for the first half of 2024. BEV stands for battery electric vehicles. For those who don't know, that's what they call them in China. You've got a couple different categories, but we'll talk about those in just a minute because this is just the BEV rankings from 300,000 RMB and above. And all 8 models for NIO are placing and ranking here. The ES6, the EC6, the ET5 Touring, the ET5, the ET7, the ES7, the ES8, and the EC7. All 8 of NIO's models, I repeat, are placing and doing very well in the battery electric vehicle space. But if we move over and go a little broader, what you'll see, and I think this is a powerful indicator of how early it is with the premium subsegment, that 300,000 RMB and above price range, to move over and away from ICE, because you see ICE or gas vehicles are represented in blue, and the majority of sales are just those. So with Mercedes, Audi, and BMW all losing relative to NIO in the BEV price range and that sort of subsegmented part of the market, but probably more than 80% of the premium market is still going in the direction of pure ICE or gas sales. What that tells me is in the future, we're going to see a lot of these sales move over to someone with BEVs, whether it's the same brands that are getting sales now or whether NIO continues to take more market share. I think NIO will take more market share. But now let's shift over, because in September, NIO will start the deliveries of their first sub-brand. This is Onvo, is what they call this brand. This is the L60, the model. I really like this picture, which is why I chose to show this. Now, if we scroll up, the pre-sale price, as you see here, starting from 219,900 yuan. And there's actually something else I want to point out. I've mentioned this previously in a video, but if you missed it there, guess what? NIO with the ET5 Touring actually had some vehicles come in this price range, this 200 to 300,000 RMB price range. And why this is interesting, at least in my mind, is moving forward, NIO with Onvo and the L60 is looking to target and take sales from Tesla, who right now is the clear leader in this price range. And I'm curious how that goes if, let's say, there is more demand for Onvo and the L60 than NIO can actually keep up with from a production standpoint. But what if they're able to transfer or shift or move over some of those potential Onvo L60 sales to the ET5 Touring? We could see those numbers go up as well. This is where things could get really fascinating. So the second half of the year, and in particular the last quarter, I think is when I'll be kind of watching to see if this takes shape, how the delivery ramp, the production of the L60 and Onvo goes for NIO. And then if they are able to maybe capture more sales with the NIO brand, in part because of the release of the sub-brand Onvo. I'm curious. Drop it in the comments. I want to hear from others. Also, of course, this is kind of the big picture, bigger picture, I guess, if you want to look at it that way, the breakdown of BEVs for the first half of the year. And then if we look over here to the PV, the passenger vehicle brands, this is all sales. And you'll see NIO is not in the top 20. But again, the companies they're competing with, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Audi, heavily with the sales on the side of ICE or gas vehicles. So I believe we're still at a point where there isn't even a 20% market penetration with premium pricing for pure BEV sales. And that means NIO has a lot more market share that they can take. That's my thought. I do believe we will see the numbers continue to go up from here on out, but I want to hear from others as well. So drop it in the comments. Thanks. Have a great day. I'll see you all again very soon.